CBS Radio's Play.it/Jake Brown is where you find us on iTunes and on Spotify. As we're recording this, Fergie is in the room next to us right now, about to do an interview. I'm having trouble not watching what's going on there because I'm trying to get Fergalicious. But in other news, we have someone with a Hornets starter jacket from 1996, maybe.
Yeah.
It is SNY's Taylor Rooks in the building. What's good?
Nothing is up, really. Nothing's good. I got lost today.
Shocker. Just another day in Taylor Rooks in New York City.
No, but I'm good. Happy to be here. Happy to be eating Chick-fil-A. Happy to be talking to you.
And she's from the ATL, so how could you go wrong with Chick-fil-A, which I believe was originated in the ATL?
Originated in Georgia. My first job ever was actually at Chick-fil-A.
Really? My first was Walgreens. Not as fun. Did you get free food?
No, but it was so discounted. It was like a 70% discount. It was a great place to work. We said my pleasure all the time.
Ugh. Did you enjoy saying that? I feel bad for workers when they always have to say my pleasure, my pleasure.
No, it actually became second nature. But the thing at Chick-fil-A is the customer is supposed to seriously be always right. So if you request anything, we're supposed to say yes.
Well, they left out a 12-piece nugget, so Chick-fil-A.
They would have brought it back.
My pleasure.
I guarantee, if you call,
two?
they're like, I will walk it to your door.
Here's the problem. It's 4 blocks, and there's absolute tourist mayhem right now in New York City. There's Elmos everywhere. There's Spider-Mans that just jumped out of somewhere, almost gave me a heart attack. And I think it's raining right now anyway. But anyways, your story was very interesting, and I saw you in SNY, and I tweeted you because you have a lot of passion.
Oh,
you have energy. You have the on-air rapport. You're good. And then I realized when I did my research, you were actually younger than me, which I rarely have guessed younger than me. You were 24. I could say your age. If you were 35,
yeah, but
I could.
I hate saying 24 because once I reach 25, it's what am I looking
over,
forward to?
Yeah. Well, wait.
All you can
I'm
do,
25.
you can rent a car.
Yeah.
There's no perk. There's no perk.
But was there a perk at 24 or 23?
No, but that's why it's
Besides
24.
Jordan,
I'll be done. I'll be fine with that.
But you're killing it. I mean,
thank you.
Shred nuggets out of my mouth. You were on CBS Sports Network at the age of 19. Now, you were in school. You went to University of Illinois.
Yes, in University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign, ILLINI. But I figured if I said ILL, nobody's gonna know the rest of the chant, so I finished it myself. But yeah, I did the women's NIT on CBS Sports Network, and I worked for Fox Sports and Scout.com, and I did also some sideline for Big Ten Network. And then when I graduated, Big Ten Network hired me.
How did that happen so quickly? I mean, here at 19 years old, you're what, a sophomore in college at that point?
I was a sophomore.
So
I was a junior, I think.
Were you in the college radio station, college TV station?
You know, I actually didn't do any of my media stuff through the college. When I was a freshman, I started this blog. It had a really lame name. It was called The Online Sideline. And I was just...
Very lame.
It was very lame. And I was just trying to really interview whoever I could, whether it be a family member, a team manager, high school athletes, whoever. And it started to gain some traffic. I was able to get credentialed to some cool stuff. I went to All-Star Weekend and did some really dope interviews. And then Fox Sports saw that site and then asked me to come work for them my junior and senior year. And then that's when I got picked up to do other random jobs.
And you knew, and we did a little video before, you knew you wanted to do this since basically day one.
I did. I've always known. I knew I didn't want to do news. I didn't want to do entertainment. I can't see myself talking about the Kardashians all day. So this was sports. I knew was my thing.
And you said you did track, but no other sports really. You just enjoyed watching down in
I loved watching. Because, football I love. And obviously they weren't going to let me play football. I played flag football every time we had it at high school. Also powder puff. And I was dope. I got a couple touchdowns. But
lingerie football.
Yes. Oh, never that. But all other leagues. But yeah, so obviously I wasn't going to go on and be Randy Moss, so I had to stop.
Atlanta sports fan, Falcons, Braves.
Yeah.
Hawks.
But I'm actually a Falcons fan for sports. For football. I love Cardinals baseball. I'm not super into the Hawks.
Why the Cardinals?
My uncle played for the Cardinals, so
Your
I'm
uncle
not
was Lou
allowed.
Brock.
Yeah, so I'm not really allowed to like another baseball team.
I probably should have prefaced.
Preface.
Open three. Third time's the charm, baby. Your uncle.
We can make preface the thing though.
Can we make that a new word?
Preface.
All right, we're starting it.
Yeah.
Well, we should have prefaced that with the fact that I can't even say that seriously because it's so ridiculous. I did read that. That is a little nugget that needs to be thrown into an interview.
Now you have to throw the nugget at it.
Lou Brock was one of my dad's favorite players as a kid.
Really?
How was that experience like growing up?
I mean, normal, I guess. Like, he's married to my grandpa's sister. They've been married ever since I was young. But it's funny, I always tell people, I remember once we went to a game at Busch Stadium, and he was on the field playing the first pitch, and people were saying Lou, but I thought they were booing him.
Yeah, it's
and
like
I
Lucas
got
Duda.
so upset. I'm like, why are they booing him? And so
Mhm.
now every time I go, I think about that. But it's been a lot of fun. Like, every birthday that he has, we go to Busch Stadium, he throws out the first pitch, and he lets us all go out with him and throw the first pitch, and it's given me a baseball team for somebody that's such a basketball person.
You have a star, like, your Thanksgiving dinner has to be lit because you're also the niece of former Steeler and Saint Marv Woodson.
I am. That's on my dad's side.
This is like the
So,
most casual thing ever. It's like,
No
yeah,
big-
good old Uncle Lou and like
Uncle
Uncle
Lou.
Marv, like no big deal, or NBD or anything.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny because I never really thought he was that big of a deal growing up in Georgia because it's Braves. Like, you don't really meet Cardinals fans or anything. But when I went to U of I, and that's Southern Illinois, and so everyone there is a Cardinals fan, and they almost didn't believe me. I didn't think it was that, But now that I have grown older, I'm like, okay, he could steal some bases.
Oh, yes, he could. Didn't he steal like 100 in 1 year or something?
He actually, only one other person has stolen more than him. So yeah, he's still second all time.
Ricky Henderson.
Yep.
Ricky H. I mean, the genes in your family are crazy. I mean, former NFL player, one of the great base stealers ever. You, one of the best young personalities in the nation.
Thank you.
No, I mean, people say stay humble, whatever. What you've done at your age is remarkable. Where do you go from here? You're 24 in the number one market in the country. Obviously, there's a lot more places to go. But where do you see your future holding, and what do you see the ceiling kind of?
I really don't even like to believe in giving myself a ceiling or giving myself limits. I kind of just want to go as far as I can. It's really important for me to talk about things that I feel like really matter and things that aren't talked about a lot. I think sometimes as sports personalities, we get really caught up in just talking about the good stuff. And there's things that needs to be fixed within sports, within life. But the thing about sports is everything, I feel like, intersects into it.
Yeah.
And I think it's nice to explore that kind of intersection of politics and race and culture and, gender that all comes along with sports. So I just kind of want to expand a bit more on, being a sports personality and what that means.
Taylor Rooks in the building. We're going to sign off here on Facebook Live. You can catch the interview tomorrow on Play.it, iTunes, and Spotify.
And start saying pre-faced.
Preface. Everyone.